Hello, and welcome to Northrop Grumman Federal Credit Union. Today, we're excited to continue our journey as part of our series covering financial tips and best practices.
My name's Ian Weger. Thank you so much for joining my booth. Today, we're going to be talking about your credit score, how to improve it, how to understand it, any other things that you may want to know about it. The first thing you're going to want to do is go online and check what your credit score actually is. There's a lot of different ways you can do this, and you can use a free credit website such as Experian.com, or many of your existing lenders, if you already have credit cards or personal loans, they're going to have a credit score that you can check out there as well. It's usually updated weekly, and it can be through any of the various different credit reporting agencies. Unfortunately, your credit report that you get for free every year, there is no annual credit score version of that, so you're going to have to kind of make do with what you can find online. Once you've gotten your score, you're going to see that it's going to fall within the 300 to 850 range. In this case, of course, the higher is going to be better. There are a lot of different ways and formulas that lenders can use to calculate this information, but as we go through our presentation today, we're going to identify how your credit score is calculated, how to maximize it, and of course, how to protect it as well. As we seek to understand our individual credit situations, it's best to continually monitor your score. As I had just mentioned, there are a lot of different services you can use for this. If you already have a credit card or if you already have a personal loan, there's a good chance that your lender offers a free credit score service. So go ahead and go onto their website, sign on to your account, and check. A lot of times it'll be right there on the homepage. When signing up for credit monitoring websites, be sure that you're careful. A lot of times they might ask you for payment information or to sign up for services. Just ensure that you're not signing up for anything that you aren't aware of. Now that you have your number, the number that I said, it's going to fall between that 300 and 850 range. You're going to check and see how your score changes, stays the same, maybe it goes lower over time. I recommend you check it out for about a month to see how it changes as you first start getting familiar with it. Until then, we're going to break down the individual factors that make up your score. So on the chart here, you can see the range between 300 and 850. Of course, the lower range is considered bad credit, 850 is considered great credit. A lot of different companies use different formulas and different credit scoring. Really, the score is going to be dependent upon which company you apply for credit at that time. There's three major credit reporting companies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, that all report on your different credit accounts that you already have. So the reports that those companies make are going to be what actually goes in and makes up your credit score. So the factors that are listed on the right-hand side there, your payment history, the amounts owed, the length of credit, new credit, and the types of credit used, they're going to be what makes up your credit score. First up is going to be that total overall debt. So this is going to include your balances on all of your auto loans, your credit cards, your personal loans, and your mortgages, any other bills that you may have. However, there's an important second part of this factor as well, credit utilization. That's going to be factored by dividing how much total debt or credit you have available by how much you're actually using. So this factor is going to represent up to 30% of your score, as you can see on the chart there. The next factor is going to be your credit mix, also known as your types of accounts. So you're going to want to have a strong mix of unsecured and secured credit on various different products, such as, as I had said, a credit card, an auto loan, mortgage, or maybe other things such as a phone bill or car insurance, things like that. That credit mix is going to make up 10% of your total overall credit. Next is going to be your payment history. This is going to be the most important factor. So even when it comes to missing one payment, that can have a huge negative impact on your credit. As many of you may know, if you've missed payments or you're late before, it can take a while for that to recover, because this factor makes up 35% of your total overall. Next, it's going to be the age of your accounts, which is of course also hugely important. That makes up 15% of your overall credit score. And then last is going to be your new credit. That's going to be the number of credit accounts you've recently opened, as well as the number of inquiries that lenders have made when you apply for credit. If you're seeking an even deeper understanding of credit, and you want to access tons of great tools and information, we have a financial partner called Balance that can do just that for you. Available on Balance, you can have financial calculators, counseling services, debt management, webinars, online tools. It's all right at the tips of your fingers through their website. There's a ton of really great information on there. I love listening to the webinars. They have it all broken down by what kind of walk of life you may be in, whether you're just starting out, maybe you're near retirement, if you've run into a snag. There's all kinds of different ways to sort their information by. And then, of course, they offer counseling services. If you maybe are bad off with your credit situation and you want some expert advice, they also have a lot of people that can help you out. So now that we've learned about your credit score itself, you may want to know a little bit more about how you can protect it. Of course, as we had mentioned, the most important credit factor is that payment history. So you want to make sure that you're always making your payments on time, utilizing budgeting tools such as the ones from Balance to make sure that you're always taking care of your bills first, because those late payments are going to be a huge hit on your credit. So whenever we are looking at that, you want to make sure you're always making your payments on time. Be careful when you consider closing out any old accounts. We totally understand the impulse to want to close out accounts once you've paid off cards or loans, but be sure that they're not one of your older ones before you close them out, because we want to keep them open. We can't go in a time machine and open up old accounts, so we want to keep our other ones or our older accounts open if possible. Also, when applying for new credit, try to spread out the number of loans that you apply for in a short period of time. A high number of inquiries in a short period of time is going to lower your score. So if there's something that you need, be sure that you're kind of spreading it out over time instead of applying for a bunch of loans at once. You could also consider a credit freeze to help protect your score. You can go ahead and contact Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion if you're looking to freeze your credit, which is basically going to be a way to make it much harder for someone who's trying to open credit in your name to do so. Be sure that if you do apply a credit freeze, that you go ahead and remove the freeze whenever you do want to apply for a new loan. Otherwise, the lender isn't going to be able to pull your credit report. As you're going through your credit score, you may notice some issues, such as collections or other things reported on your credit that aren't yours. If you do notice errors on your credit report, and this does happen, feel free to reach out to the numbers that we have on the screen or go online to put in a request to correct the credit. They may require a request in writing, but they will take care of letting you know what exactly you need to do. Of course, Northrop Grumman Federal Credit Union has tons of ways and solutions to help you maximize your score as well. Also, as well as the education that our representatives can provide to you. We offer a wide variety of loans, such as auto loans, home equity line of credit, bill consolidation, and credit cards to help address any credit mix issues you might have. If you're looking at your credit monitoring services and you notice that it's recommending you improve your credit mix, reach out to one of the representatives today. Let us know. We'd be happy to look into it for you and help recommend a great loan product for you to help fill that out. Of course, we have great low interest rates all across the board right now. So if you're looking to get out of debt faster, now is a great time to apply for a bill consolidation loan or an auto refinance to help lower your monthly payments, help get you paid out of that debt faster, which is of course going to help increase your credit score. That bill consolidation I just mentioned as well is of course going to pay off a lot of credit card debt for you. And what that does is lower your overall utilization instantly, which is usually a bump to most people's credit scores right off the bat. So of course, we can't help you go back in time and open accounts sooner or with any missed payments you may have. However, with our advice and care and all of these loans that we can offer you, we can help you in the right track for the future. I want to thank everyone so much for joining me today. If you have any questions or feedback or comments, I would really love to hear from each and every one of you. So please take down my information, reach out to me, ask me how we can help maximize your credit score, ask any questions you may have about understanding your credit score or how we can help you in the future. Thank you so much and have a great day.